everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. The Falcons are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Panthers team that will need to avoid those turnovers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Peck throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Peck. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
They go play action here on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Kuechly leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 64 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now.
Here we go. No, check. Patriot.
Now Elliott. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here we go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And the first 3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Back to throw. Peck. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Peck. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to throw. Peck. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Falcons. Ezekiel Elliott, 81 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2, but he found a way to make the Red Sea part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass. They hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, Michael, you called the touchdown, right?
That's it. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the play fake. Peck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On third down, Peck. Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. A big third down play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Operating from the gun. Peck. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. From the gun, Peck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that one results in 35 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And the Panthers coming out now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Hurry up, here we go.
it's Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They'll set up a throw over the middle to Beckham. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's the backup Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Second down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Prescott. He finds his target, Fuller. A good pickup there, a 22. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play action now, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Panthers on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Now he's forced out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Johnson. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard right around the 26. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Prescott now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Prescott, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. On play action, Prescott. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down, Prescott. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A second down throw for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they will not It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got his target, Samuel. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it.